Bonjour. I hope you're having a good day. This started pretty good for me so far. I had a good night's sleep, and you can tell I look a little less tired than in those last few um, videos that I made. Anyway, today I want to talk about reaching goal. Yesterday I was coaching a lady who's having trouble reaching her goal, which is to lose 30 pounds. And we went into a long conversation onto what was the plan to reach that goal that she had, and what was the execution that was in place or happening. And through those discussion, particularly once we got to a deeper level, we discovered a few things that caused her to give up after that she was reaching maybe 1 or 2 goals, 1 or 2 pounds, and after that she seems to gain it back even more. She was giving up on herself. But anyway, one of the reasons it clicked with her is me discussing 3 major points which are required when you are trying to reach a goal. And for that, I told her what I experienced when I was a top athlete, and what I had to do, not just to reach that high level, but to maintain it and to progress even more on it, which was the hard part for me. Once you suddenly reach your limit, because we all have limits, let's be honest, what do? But anyway, what I discussed was 3 points that I realized as I was going through my competitive years, is I had to, 1, sacrifice. Sacrifice meaning that I had to make choices. One of the choices was not to party with my friends during my competitive month because it was disastrous. I would lack sleep. I would be physically diminished because of it. I would have less focus, and I would lose game. And that was part of bad. Or if I was too tired, I would not go practice and skip one here and there. That was not good. So sacrifice is important. Sacrifice in my diet was another section I had to acknowledge. I just couldn't eat all the rich food at all time. I need to concentrate it on food that are light, easy to digest, but that gave me the right nutrition I needed to have energy. So the only time I would allow myself to eat those kind of rich food was during the holidays or during the summer month that I was off. Otherwise, I had to really sacrifice to meet the diet that my sport performance required. The other sacrifice I had to do is to accept that I was not perfect and that I would make mistake, and that was okay. Because I had the opportunity to rectify, to change the course at any time. And so if something did not work, or I made a mistake making a wrong choice, I was going to change my attitude or target very quickly. And then it's not so bad. But when you do that, remember, you have to come back to the level you were, and you have to come back to the discipline you had in order to do so. So sacrifice to meet those requirements was needed. The second point was discipline. Again, it's part of sacrifice. But the discipline I I had not to only just respect it, agree with it, but I also had to do it. I had to embrace it fully, not just a little part here and everything else goes haywire. No, I had to fully 100% embrace it. Now, of course, I never reached 100%. Nobody's that perfect. And if they tell you they are, they're lying. They're lying to themselves. More important than lying to you. So yes, discipline. I had to embrace a discipline that required major, major control over every aspect of my life, of my training, of my concentration, of my physical state, of my emotional state, and go on and on. And if you don't embrace it, again, you might reach a little tiny goal, and but the bigger one that is up there will be hard, very hard to reach, if not almost impossible. So discipline is mandatory. And then the third part, which I think is extremely important, it's maybe as, if not more important than the other two, is how badly do you want it? How badly are you ready to do this? How badly do you need to embrace the sacrifice and the discipline in order to get to the goal you are wanting to achieve? So, how do you get this wanting it badly? Well, you have to look inside. You have to really, really look deeply and realize, do I really want to do this? Is this something I love? Is this something that would make me happy? Is this something that will bring me joys? Is it something I'm ready to do and do what it takes to do it? Are my emotional or thought on the subject clear? Do I have truly, deeply clarity on this of how badly I want it? And often we don't look deep enough to realize deep down what might actually block us from achieving those goals. And so, yes, how badly do you want it? You have to really look into it. And if you embrace discipline, sacrifice, and how badly you want it, then I guarantee you that anything is possible if you apply yourself. And you follow your goal wish, you follow your goal dream, you follow your plan, the detailed, basically step by step, and every step you achieve, you get to the next one, and you keep going and going until you get close, very close to what you hope for, to the goal you want. Sometime, let's be honest, sometime we cannot achieve that. I realized that in my career of a sport, of table tennis. There was always someone better than me, and I reached my limit at some point, and that's okay. But I went as far as I had the ability to, and you have to be able to recognize that and accept it. There's no failure there. There's just you achieve what you can achieve, and that's very important to consider. And then the execution. The execution is part of how badly you want it. And when you execute properly, following all the steps that is written down or almost, then everything is possible. I want you to remember that. Everything is possible when you are ready to sacrifice, to embrace a discipline, and to wanting it badly. I hope this helped. And if you need more guidance and deeper guidance for your achievement or end goal, please feel free to contact me at marianic.com/contact, and I'll be glad to have a 30-minute free consultation session with you and explore your need and if we have a good fit. I wish you now a beautiful day, love, peace, and harmony. À la prochaine. Till next time.